Okay, folks, if I could have your attention, I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Awesome.
Here.
Gainier.
Here.
Eichelkraut.
Here.
Less.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
We have 5 present.
Would you all stand, please, and join in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, December 4th, 2018, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the city clerk.
Is there a second to the motion? Gainier, any discussion? Suggested changes? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Shortly, we're going to recess into a public hearing regarding the tax levy, but is there anyone who would like to address the council on any other subject? Yes, please take the podium.
Good evening, Julie Eister, it's AJSTER, on behalf of Richard and Robert Thompson with regard to the agenda item regarding annexation of certain properties within, into the city of Ottawa. With regard to the proposed annexation, I would like to point out it would be number 3, I'm guessing, on the agenda, ordinance annexing certain properties to the city of Ottawa. My first objection would be I do not believe that that is sufficient and proper notice to meet the requirements under the Open Meetings Act as to what particular parcels of property you're going to be annexing into the city of Ottawa. I think there should be more specificity as far as what parcels and property, because that doesn't provide sufficient notice to the public as to what is going to be annexed in. Secondly, with regard to the particular property of the Thompsons, which is, I believe, parcel 19, according to the notice that they received, with regard to that, under the statute 65 ILCS 5/7-1-13, subsection G, requiring notice, it states that not less than 15 days prior to the hearing, the property tax owner or the owner of record is to receive notice by minimum certified mail. I would like to note that both Mr. Thompsons received notice on 12/8/18, which is only 10 days, which doesn't meet the requirement under subsection G for notice. So at this point in time, I would ask the council to abstain from any action with regard to parcel 19 as notice was not proper to the Thompsons. Lastly, with regard to the property of the Thompsons, under the same statute, which is 65 ILCS 5/7-1-13 subsection G, it states land or property that is used for agricultural purposes or to produce agricultural goods shall not be annexed pursuant to item G. In this particular situation, the parcel is currently a little over 4 acres, of which a significant portion is used for agricultural purposes, specifically produce. So therefore, the position that we take is that it would not be proper to be annexed into the city pursuant to the statute. So again, at this point in time, I would ask the council to abstain from any action with regard to parcel 19 and the Thompsons. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Anybody else have any, anybody else like to address the council on any other matter?
Hi, Carrie Trimmer, and on the paper that I received, that my parcel is parcel 12, and on that you have included a parcel that is in Miller Township. It's not even in the Ottawa district, that you'd be pulling that 40-acre farmland when it's not even located close to Ottawa, it's Marseilles. Also, same as what was just stated before, one of the parcels, it is strictly farmland, and it's only used as farmland, and we do not want it to be annexed into the city of Ottawa.
Thank you, Carrie. Anybody else have any comments for the council? We'll talk about that one. All right, then let's move into a public hearing on our tax levy. Finance, Wayne make a few comments, and then have our treasurer make a few comments, and we'll open it up for public comment.
As we first announced 2 weeks ago at the council meeting, published in the Times, we will be conducting a truth and taxation hearing tonight for our annual levy. Truth and taxation hearing is required since the estimated amount of the tax revenue to be extended, exclusive of debt service, is increasing by more than 5% from the amount actually extended from the prior year. One of the main reasons why we are even having this meeting is basically because the state of Illinois changed their actuary, and when they changed their actuary, they changed the system on how they calculated this. We've been keeping up for the last,
Pensions.
Huh?
Pensions.
we've been keeping up on the pensions for the past years, and everything was in line and everything was good. And the state changed their ideas and changed the actuary. He had different ideas on how it should be calculated. And it really affects our fire and police pension tremendously on how we have to catch up. And as I noticed in the paper tonight, the state of Illinois do not believe in their actuaries when they actually have to pay their own pension. But we have to follow their rules, and that's the way it is. Don, you have some other information?
Sure, thanks. As Commissioner Eichelkraut mentioned, this hearing is required because we're requesting 5% more than was actually extended last year. Our actual amount that we're requesting in this levy is 8.96% more than last year, which is, in dollars, is $516,689 more than we requested last year. As Commissioner Eichelkraut mentioned, it's primarily the result of some actuarial changes that we're required to comply with relative to the funding of the pensions, and we do want those pensions to be appropriately funded. The taxes that we extended last year exclusive of debt, and when you do this calculation, you exclude the debt, although our debt is very similar last year and this year. The taxes that were extended last year were $5,769,169, and this year we're requesting $6,285,858. So overall, we anticipate that levy rate will increase by 8.8 cents per $100 of assessed valuation. Again, we don't control what the equalized assessed valuation is, and this is subject to change as kind of the process evolves, but this is based on the best information we have at this time. And based upon that change, the impact to a $100,000 homeowner, owner-occupied $100,000 home would be an additional $29.41 in tax, and for a $250,000 home, $73.52 is their estimate.
Also, too, I'd like to mention that out of the $526,000 that we'll be receiving extra this year, $436,000 of that go to pensions. So, and go ahead, Mary. I got no question.
Okay, is there anybody that would like to make comments with respect to the tax levy? Okay, if not, then I'll declare the public hearing closed, and we'll move on to the rest of the agenda, starting with Commissioner Eichelkraut.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the biweekly salary payroll of December 14, 2018, in the amount of $402,511.98 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly expense report of December 18, 2018, showing expenses in the amount of $1,681,198.98 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Less, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly salary payroll of December 7, 2018, in the amount of $10,296.73 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly financial report of City Clerk Shelley L. Monks for the month of November 2018 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that an ordinance levying taxes in the city of Ottawa, LaSalle County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning May 1st, 2018, and ending April 30th, 2019, and authorizing the city clerk of the city of Ottawa to certify to the county clerk of LaSalle County, Illinois, the several amounts required to be raised by taxation for the corporate purpose of said city for said fiscal year, which has been on file for public inspection since December 4th, 2018, be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental cooperation agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Sangamon Mass Transit District to repair an NCAP bus be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the quote received from Florida Ceiling in the amount of $9,685 for carpeting at the new NCAP facility be approved and paid for from the grant proceeds.
Is there a second? Commissioner Less, any discussion?
Yes, Mayor, this is the new building that we got out at Chessie Lane. What we're doing is looking to, well, this will be this one and my new business. This will be, we're going in, replacing the carpeting, doing some work in there. We need to do a little bit of painting, a little bit of touch-up. But basically, the building's ready to go. We'll be moving from up there on, up there by the dress shop on, by the old Walmart, and we'll be moving there to our own building pretty soon. And eventually, as time proceeds and we make a few more deals with the state to work out things so we can actually get a parking lot in and everything, we'll be moving the whole bus system to Chessie Lane.
Any other comment? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Wayne has one item of new business.
Okay.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing a proposal between the City of Ottawa and Arthur B. O'Hara Incorporated to rent furniture for the NCAP facility be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion?
Yeah, Mayor, this is furniture for the new building. I regret that we have to actually rent this furniture, but that's the way the grant states it from the state. So we have to do what the state says because they're actually paying for it.
Any other comment? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Anything else for the council?
Happy holidays.
Okay. Commissioner Awesome?
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution authorizing acceptance and execution of a proposal for engineering and land surveying services by Eshai Duttlinger and Associates Incorporated for the Illinois River Crossing Pump Station Replacement Project, which has been on file for public inspection since December 4th, 2018, be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution authorizing the execution of a maintenance agreement between the City of Ottawa and Altorfer Power Systems regarding generators at the water and wastewater facilities be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Awesome, Commissioner Less, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Anything else for the council, Commissioner Awesome?
No, sir.
Commissioner Gainier, anything for the council tonight?
Wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Commissioner Less?
Moved by Commissioner Less that the payment due Advanced Asphalt Company in the amount of $62,994.65 for the DCEO street resurfacing project be accepted and paid for from the grant proceeds.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion?
This is just the payment for the DCO grant that we received to do the resurfacing in the tornado-strucken area on the south side.
Any other comment? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Anything else for the council, Commissioner Less?
Actually, I have two items this evening. The first is the leaf vacuum program for the year has ended at this time. We ended up going actually about 2 weeks longer than we had anticipated. That was primarily for the little bit of a snowstorm and ice storm that we had there at the end of November. We weren't able to collect leaves there for a few days, and residents also weren't able to clean their yards of leaves to get them out to the berm, so we did extend that a little bit. As of today, that program has ended. Additionally, the city, for the first time in a number of years, has installed an ice skating rink at Thornton Park. I'm excited to announce that.
I want to
Staff,
thank you for the great weather, though.
you're welcome, Wayne. We'd like to have it a little colder, though, but staff finished completing the installation of that last week. It's been filled with water. Right now, we're waiting for Mother Nature to cooperate with us a little bit with some cooler temperatures to form some ice. And shortly thereafter, we will be opening that. We will have more information available on the city's website, as well as the city's Facebook and the Ottawa Visitor Center, too. So please pay attention to that here in the upcoming week or week and a half. Based on the extended 15-day forecast, it looks like we'll be close to being open to the facility if the weather cooperates right around New Year's Eve. So please stay posted to that, and we'll do updates as the weather changes, because we do live in Illinois, and it changes hour by hour, so.
Okay, thank you.
And I'd also like to wish Mr. Gainier a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and as well as everyone else, too, so thank you.
John, do you have anything else for the council
No,
tonight?
I don't, thanks.
Christina?
No, Mayor.
No, sir.
Hello. Going to the mayor's part of the agenda, I only have an announcement that just reminded me of that this Sunday is the last Sunday for Santa hours at the Washington Square, and that's from 2 to 4. It's been a real popular event this year, long lines, and kids leave singing happy. All right, we'll go to the mayor's part of the agenda.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of a tax increment financing district redevelopment agreement between the City of Ottawa and Tramlaw Ottawa LLC, which has been on file for public inspection since December 4th, 2018, be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Less, any discussion? Tremolo Ottawa is the building that's going up on North Columbus Street across from Thornton Gas Station. Any other comment? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that an ordinance designated a local city landmark in the Reddick Mansion located at 100 West Lafayette Street be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion? I'd just like to say this is a great day, I think. The Mansion Association has really taken the bull by the horns. I talked with Lorraine last week and talked about the progress that's being made in getting bids out and work done on the exterior of the mansion, which we should see this spring, I guess. I'd like to congratulate the association for all their hard work. Any other comments? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We're going to go forward with the next?
Yeah, make the,
Okay. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that an ordinance annexing certain territories to the City of Ottawa, LaSalle County, Illinois, known as the surrounded parcels, be passed and approved.
is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? I'd like maybe Christina to start out by commenting on comments that were made initially in the section.
Sure, Mayor. It's our position that notice was proper. The notice requirement is only 10 days, and that notice requirement is only from the date that it is mailed, not from the date it's received. So it would be legal counsel's position that the notice was proper.
Any other comments? And these properties are primarily in the new Route 71 TIF district west of town, but there also are the old Barracuda home and some of the surrounding properties there. There's a parcel up north near the Farm Bureau, I believe it's the extension property. There's a isolated property in the Retz Addition on Champlain Street that's being annexed. Typically, the city's policy is if a property becomes totally surrounded, and we follow state statute, totally surrounded and is less than 60 acres, or 2 or 3 parcels together are less than 60 acres, then the policy is to annex them into the city. So we don't have all these gaps in the middle of town. In fact, recently, a few years ago, we found some that were in the middle of town for years and years. We've annexed all those so that it's pretty clear if you live within the corporate limits, there won't be any of these kind of donut holes. And it also allows us to be sure of who's supposed to respond to fire and other emergencies. It's kind of been the philosophy of the city. Any other comments? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Due to a potential conflict, I abstain.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing the execution of a sale of public property agreement between the City of Ottawa and James Fritz regarding property located at 1203 Fulton Street, which has been on file for public inspection since December 4th, 2018, be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Gainier, any discussion? This is a property that we had put out for bid. There were no bidders. We now have a developer who's willing to take on the property, I think for $1, but to commit to make repairs and get the building back functioning and paying taxes. This is part of our blight reduction program. We found in the past that if we aren't aggressive on these things, the buildings end up falling down, the LLC disappears, and the city's stuck with a bill to do demolition. The Little City building is a pretty classic example of that, and thank the Lord we were able to get US EPA money, but that would have been over $1 million, that was over $1 million demolition job. So we're trying to attack these problems before they become unrepairable. Any other comments? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an employment agreement for an appointed city official and Timothy Awesome as electrical inspector be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Say that we interviewed, we took applications, interviewed 3 or 4 applicants, and Tim Awesome appeared to be the right choice for the council. Any other comment? Roll call.
Awesome.
I'm going to abstain.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing the execution of a merchant services agreement between the City of Ottawa and Groupon Merchant Services LLC regarding the Starved Rock Country Brew Fest be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? A lot of you probably know more about Groupon than I do, but basically it allows us to sell a limited number of tickets very early prior to an event in order to get the ball rolling and get some pre-sales for these events. Any other comment? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Anything else, sir?
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that this council recess into closed session to discuss matters of litigation, the sale of real estate, and collective bargaining.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Bless? Before we vote, I just want to say that it's very possible the council will come out of executive session and take official action tonight, so you're all welcome to stick around if you like. We do have several items, though, and it'll probably be, my guess is it'll be at least an hour before we come out of executive session. Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Yes, sir.